I've got headphones on, so I'm going to make sure everything else is kind of
Okay,
like drowned out, and it's
perfect.
just me and you.
Soof and I are both illustrators and artists. We sort of got to know each other through gal-dem. So we've come together to talk about cultivating like creativity during this very odd period and maintaining motivation. I'm an illustrator and a producer, and do various sort of curatorial projects as well. I look at sort of topical issues, as well as how sort of blackness and marginalised communities relate to like wider society.
I'm a visual artist and design educator, so a lot of my work kind of rolls around ideas around bodies, race and gender. It's really bright, really colourful, really playful.
Soofiya and I have been creating some of our own personal projects on the Samsung S6 tablet.
I've got mine too. Can I just quickly show you my drawing?
Yes.
I did this little one of me, which is like a little character. I don't know if you can see. Here we go. I've been really missing my friends, and I miss seeing everyone. So I made a really cute little digital postcard that I want to send that says, "Miss you, pals." I think that's where I found like technology been amazing, where like I'm finding new ways of connecting. Like I can send people little illustrations that I've done, and it's a really nice kind of personal note to them.
Yeah.
But still like separate but together, which I found really helpful. I get creative block quite a lot where I feel like I just freeze up and I can't make work. And it just gets really frustrating and I beat myself up about it. One of the best things is to not force yourself to do it. Take a break, leave it, go do something that's the complete opposite. I think of it like cooking. You just need to let it kind of like simmer and like just stew to let all the flavours kind of release. Like a slow cooker meal approach.
My advice probably would completely directly contravene that. I was going to say, for me, I've found that the drawings or the artwork that I've hated the most to begin with have turned out to be some of the most interesting ones. But there's something a little bit special about them when they get finished, and it might be fulfilling for yourself.
I think that's a really nice way to like lessen the pressure on yourself.
Yeah. There's that Picasso quote, which I always come back to. I've met every child as an artist, or like, and he just has to learn how to be it again. And I always think about that approach with creativity as well. Like I'm trying to sort of detach myself from the ego a little bit, because then I make my best work. I think selfishly, kind of, my work is a bit more of an sort of outlet for me, even though it may contain messages and stuff in it.
When it comes to art, it's such a place of process.
Yeah.
Art making and anything creative for me is about the process. I use a lot of my work and design in general as a space for like problem solving.
Yeah.
For me, it's a way of figuring stuff out. It's a framework, I guess. Having the tools to really make the most of that framework just makes all the difference. What's your favourite tools to work with, both traditional and digital?
I'd say it's changed up recently. Since I've been using the Samsung S6, I think everything's got a lot quicker. I draw a lot from the stimulus from what is going around me or around us in general. And I'm quite interested in sort of vocal like refrains and parallels, and seeing like how people speak, how politicians speak, how the media speak and journalists comment on it, listening to that language and drawing from it. I've definitely been guilty in the past of being quite attached to the organic drawing style that's like the pen to paper, but I found that using the S Pen, instead of having to do like a drawing on paper and then scan it in and then look to edits and stuff to make it digital, make it client ready, what I've been able to do with this is emulate like pretty much stroke for stroke what an organic sort of pen to paper process would be.
I think there's something really intuitive about like having something in your hand. I'm just using the S Pen, I'm just drawing, I'm like the nib on it, it's just so fine. It feels like a fine liner, like that's what I use to illustrate normally.
It might be intimidating learning a whole new process of digital drawing, whereas this kind of makes it a lot smoother.
Definitely, and I think they feel like a big sheet of paper in a way. Like this is almost like an A5 sheet, which I would like work in. I've just found the whole experience of working digitally really enriching to my practice and myself. So almost like this kind of like live diary art journal thing kind of going on. It's really playful.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Soof.
Thank you, Leyla. Thank you, everyone. I feel like we've definitely cultivated creativity, and now I've maintained my motivation.
Perfect. All right, bye.
Take care. Bye.